As winter weather is headed for Arkansas tonight, it's important to make sure you are prepared. Fox 16's Claire Kreitz joins us now with ways you can weather the storm.
Yeah, I'm here with Lori Arnold, Executive Director. Now, let's talk about things you need to do before you walk out your front door, and it starts all with clothing.
Yes, so before you walk out the front door, make sure you're wearing lots of warm layers. So have something underneath your coat and jacket, but have a nice warm coat, have gloves, a hat, and even a scarf.
Awesome. Now, what about a change of clothes? Do you need something like that in case you get wet?
Absolutely. Dry clothes are going to keep you warm. Wet clothes are not going to keep you as warm. So especially if it's going to be rainy or snowy, make sure you've got some dry clothes in with you wherever you're going. So keep an extra pair of gloves, an extra pair of socks, an extra hat. And if you think you're going to be out for a long time and might get very wet, or if you're going to definitely be playing in the snow, bring a whole change of clothes.
Now, let's talk about some of the consequences of being too cold. What are some of those signs that you can look out for?
Everyone needs to be aware of the symptoms of frostbite and hypothermia. So with frostbite, you might have numbness of the hands or discoloration of the skin. With frostbite, you might experience dizziness, confusion, or severe shivering. If you experience those symptoms, definitely get inside and get warm as quickly as possible. And if you think you might have hypothermia, call 911.
Absolutely. Now we're talking all about what you need to do before you head out your front door, and we need to talk about what you need to do with your house. What are some tips for protecting your pipes?
Definitely want to keep your pipes from bursting if at all possible. So keep your thermostat in the home at the same level you'd keep it if you were there. Even if you're going to be out of the house, that just keeps the pipes from getting too cold. And you can leave your faucets dripping, even at a trickle. That will also help keep the pipes from freezing. And open up any cabinet doors or kitchen, bathroom cabinets. Just make sure that if you've got any harmful chemicals, you keep your pets away from them. And of course, if you've got pets who like to be outside, if you're going to go outside, make sure you bring them back in so that they don't have to be stuck out in the cold while you're out.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. In the next half hour, we'll talk even more about what you need to do to prepare for this winter weather. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right. Thanks, Claire. Ice and snow are set to hit the natural state tonight, and there are several ways you can make sure you are prepared. Fox 16's Claire Kreitz joins us now with more with the Red Cross about tips for staying safe and warm ahead of the storm.
Yeah, I'm back with Lori, and we're talking all about things that you need to keep in your house in case the power goes out or you're stuck in your house for a couple days. So what do you need to have in your emergency kit?
So before a storm ever comes in or before the power does go out, go ahead and prepare an emergency kit. In that kit, you might want to have some blankets, some warm clothing, some gloves and hats and things like that to keep you warm in case the power stays out for a little while. Also keep in there some flashlights, some extra batteries for your flashlight, and then plenty of bottled water and non-perishable food. Keep everything in at one place. And if their power does go out, you'll be really grateful you have it there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk about phones and, charging. Do you need some portable chargers as well?
Yes, it's a good idea to keep your phone charged all through the day so that if the power does go out, you've got a fully charged phone. But keep your chargers and maybe some extra battery packs in that emergency kit too, just so that if you do need to recharge when the power's out, you've got an opportunity to do that.
All right, so a lot of people have food in their fridge and their freezers. If the power goes out, how long can that last?
So when the power goes out, or if the power goes out, try to eat, your fresh foods first, but keep your refrigerator door closed because your food can stay good for about 4 hours as long as the refrigerator door stays shut. Food in the freezer can stay cold enough for about 48 hours if you keep the freezer shut.
All right, perfect. Now, there's still some time before that winter weather hits tonight. So anything people need to get as they go to the store today?
It's a great idea to be prepared. So make sure that you've got plenty of bottled water. You've got some non-perishable food that you can easily eat without any heat or electricity. Make sure you've got good batteries in your flashlight. So you might want to check those and buy some new batteries. Just keep yourself warm, keep yourself packed and prepared, and you'll be really grateful you did.
Absolutely. Well, in the next half hour, we'll talk even more about how you can stay safe for this winter storm. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, some good advice. Thanks, Claire. As winter weather is headed for Arkansas tonight, it's important to make sure that you are prepared. Fox 16's Claire Kreitz joins us live now with ways you can weather the storm. Claire?
Hey, good morning, Ashley. Yeah, I'm back with Lori. Now, we're advising you not to get on the roads if you don't have to tomorrow, but if you do, there's some things you need to pack. So what do people need in their cars?
If you do have to travel, be sure to have extra blankets, extra coats, gloves, hats, things like that in your car in case you get cold and you need some warmth. It's also important to go ahead and bring your emergency kit with you. So you've got all of those things, flashlights, emergency medications, first aid kit, that sort of thing. And then lots of bottled water and some non-perishable food. So if you do end up getting stuck somewhere or you're out longer than you expect, you've got everything you need in case you get stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what about, filling up with gas might be a good idea today?
Yeah, so keep your gas tank full for a couple of reasons. First of all, that'll keep the fuel line from freezing. And second of all, you never know if you're going to encounter unexpected traffic issues or detours or if you get stopped altogether. You want to have everything in the car with you and you want to have a full tank of gas so that you're not stranded.
Now, what about phones, keeping them charged? Do you guys have an app, too, that's very useful?
Yeah, so definitely keep your phones charged throughout the day and keep phone chargers and maybe extra battery packs in your bag as well. And then we also have a free app that people can download. It's the Red Cross emergency app, and that will give people weather alerts, not only for your own location, but you can set it for your friends and family too, so you can see what the weather is like in their area. That also gives you an opportunity to say, I need to check in on my elderly friends and family to make sure that they're okay during this cold spell.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. In the next half hour, we'll talk about keeping warm and some tips to keep safe while you're trying to keep warm. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Claire. Ice and snow are set to hit the natural state tonight, and there are several ways that you can make sure you are prepared. Fox 16's Claire Kreitz is live with the American Red Cross about tips for staying safe and warm ahead of the storm. Claire?
Hey, good morning, Ashley. I'm back with Lori. Now let's talk about space heaters and tips to make sure you stay safe while keeping warm.
The first tip to remember is space heaters need space. So always keep your space heater or any other form or source of heat at least 3 feet away from anything flammable. So that could be bedding, blankets, drapes, also carpets and rugs. So make sure it's always on a hard, non-flammable surface and off your carpets or your rugs. It's also important to remember to always plug it in directly to the wall outlet, not into a surge protector or an extension cord. These things take a lot of wattage that could easily overheat an extension cord and potentially cause a home fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk about fireplaces. That's another thing people use to keep warm. What are some tips for that?
So make sure that your fireplace has some kind of glass or metal screen or shield so that embers and other things don't come flying out of your house. And never leave your fireplace unattended. Make sure you turn it out, especially before you go to bed. You don't want to leave that going, even if you think, it's dying down. Go ahead and make sure it's all the way out before you go to bed.
And there's some other ways people, try to stay warm, which may not be the safest. What are some of those that you've seen and tips on what to do there?
So sometimes people will think that if they turn on their cooking range or their oven, it'll help keep the house warm. It's a very bad idea, first of all, because it doesn't work. And second of all, because these are not made for that. They create carbon monoxide, which could overwhelm your house, and you may not even realize it's happening. So never use a cooking range or a stove to keep your house warm. Never bring a generator or a heater indoors that's meant to be outdoors. And just be sure to use your space heater safety tips and stay safe with anything that's going to be hot like a space heater.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Definitely stay weather aware in the next couple of days. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks for those tips, Claire.